In the great hall of the Justice League, there are assembled the world's 4 greatest heroes, created from the cosmic legends of the universe. Their mission, to fight injustice, to right that which is wrong, and to serve all mankind.
We're back! Welcome, everybody. This is Spill.
Hold on. I'm touching this. This probably sounds terrible.
No, it doesn't sound terrible. Don't worry about it.
Welcome, everybody. Once
this
again,
is
Spinner Rack.
Spinner Rack.
Spinner Rack.
See how I introduce? I put energy into it. We've got Cal, C-A-L, the man from Krypton. We've got PD, Brooklyn's Most Wanted. That's right. We've got Mario Uptown.
I'm not Uptown, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
you
from
Uptown,
Brooklyn,
dog.
right?
And then we
Brooklyn,
got
baby,
Downtown
Brooklyn.
D-Man on the block. We're gonna talk about the Dark Knight, people. DK3. Let's get this started. I'm gonna give it to Mario.
Wait a second. What are we talking about?
You said Watchmen versus the
No, I thought we was talking about DK3.
You told me Watchmen versus Dark Knight.
I said we could talk about we could have
you
Watchmen.
DK3?
Yeah, that's what we agreed upon.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's talk about
Let's
DK3.
I thought that's what we were talking about.
We're gonna get some traction
we
over
got-
this one.
Yeah.
You need to change.
Oh, we got enough time for this.
Oh yeah. Oh.
This won't take long, but
All right, so we're doing Dark Knight 3.
Dark Knight
Frank Miller
3
returns with, was it Brian Azzarello?
yeah.
And Andy Kubert.
Right.
And
Jim
Claus
Lees.
Jansen.
Claus Jansen, well,
So
Jimmy
you have the whole
producing.
crew, and what happens?
The first issue looked okay. It had some nice art. It had Commissioner Yindel in it. So I'm like, oh, it's drawing back to the first one.
Okay. Not Strikes Again, but the first one.
The first one.
Right. Not going back to
Because
Strikes
they dropped
Again.
the ball on Yindel. She was, they left
I
out
didn't
the
even read
side.
Cal
I know.
knows. I didn't read
Okay,
this.
so let's just give it.
But anyway,
then-
we're going to get to Cal because I know Cal got exactly
So
what I'm
then-
going to think about.
But they also introduced that the Kandorians, they want to be big now. They've been small for so long that they go to the atom. Right?
Wow. Isn't that a pun or something? They want to
Right.
be big now. That's
So
funny.
then the next issue,
I don't know. I
I'm
haven't
saying,
read- I
the next
haven't read
issue.
Jack.
You got to let me finish.
I'm sorry, sir. Go ahead.
Ray Palmer helps them, and then it turns horribly wrong. And then I was completely over with the story.
How did it turn wrong?
They killed Ray Palmer.
Oh, the Kandorians?
The
They're
Kandorians come
evil.
out.
They're evil. They're the
They kill Ray
master
Palmer.
race.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
that was
Not
obvious
only-
when that was.
Not only did they kill
Quite
Ray Palmer,
obvious.
but the Kandorians who were released, their dead bodies all around them because they killed other Kandorians. The
Yes.
Kandorians who happen to be released are these religious zealots.
Okay.
Okay, this guy who has multiple wives. So I guess the guy is talking about Mormonism on some level or something of that nature.
Though we do not knock Mormonism, this is just
Mario. He's the only one
Whatever.
against it.
This thing was this thing is scat on ice, okay, and crapola on toast. That first issue, the best thing it had going for it was that it was competent because the last 2 series he did were so whack. Nobody expected that anything could be produced that was going to have any semblance of professionalism. So we got that first issue. And in that first issue, they showed you it was going to go off the rails. You got the black kid running away from the cops. He has to be innocent because he's running away. Why? Because he's black. Because that's not racist, okay? They come over here, Batman comes, starts beating up all the damn cops from straight out of Dark Knight Returns #3. What? They didn't even take a shot or anything of that nature. He's not even looking to save the kid. Wails on it. Is that even Batman? No, that's Carrie Kelly or something of that nature. But the worst thing was the title, The Master Race. You knew this was gonna stink when you saw that title, because the Master Race always implies one thing. Who? What?
Superman.
That's right. Nazis. Okay? Who
No,
the
it's not
freaking
being
Nazis inside of
Nazis.
this? Who are the Nazis? Okay?
Kryptonians.
Who are the guys who the Kryptonians? At the end of the first issue, you saw it. They're like, hey, the Kryptonians don't want to be small anymore. They want to be big. I was like, no, I just saw this already. We just saw this in freaking Man of Steel.
Matter of fact,
Okay?
no, you saw
We
that
saw it.
Neil Adams did the same thing.
No, he hasn't even done his yet.
Wow.
His is coming after this.
Wow.
They're
So
good
now you
guys.
got this
They're not-
coming
they're
over
not
here
bad
out.
guys. They're good guys.
But-
You got this one coming out over here now. Okay, so
But-
we get
but
to the
Cal,
second
hold on,
issue.
hold on.
It
Cal,
was one
No. We got the
Maybe
second
you
issue
shouldn't
that's
have
coming
done
out.
this. Wait a second.
Wait a second.
Cal, what did I tell you I was not going to buy?
Second issue comes out.
I told you I wasn't going to buy this book.
Second
Why did I
issue
tell you I
comes
wasn't
out.
going to buy this book, Petey?
We get into the
Why did I
second
tell you
issue.
I wasn't going to buy this book? It was going to be garbage.
What's this? What's this?
What did I do with?
No.
When I
What
bought
is
it?
this? What is this? Back up.
No, wait.
told you it was garbage.
Back up.
Hold
I
on.
told you it was
Hold
garbage.
on.
We get into the second issue. We get into the
I don't
second
even know
issue.
why you read it. I didn't even know why you went that far.
Second issue comes out at
Should've
this
told
point.
you.
So we're getting into the whole thing. Ray Palmer, the jerk that he is, decides to big all these people up. They kill him with his own equipment because Ray Palmer has forgotten that he knows how to shrink down. He shrinks down to what? All of 4 inches. And how does the guy kill him? He steps on him.
But we don't know
who
he's
wrote
dead
this
yet.
crap.
We don't know he's
Brian
dead yet.
Azzarello wrote this
don't
crap.
know he's
Yeah,
dead
because
yet.
Okay?
Frank Miller
Brian
said
Azzarello
that he's not.
wrote this crap.
That wasn't his story.
Well, no,
Good
he's
grief.
I told.
He's
Hey,
backpedaling.
look. When did I jump off of this thing? When did I jump off? I jumped
Issue
off.
1.
No, Dark Knight Strikes
Again.
Again. When I saw Dark Knight Strikes Again, me and Cal, we bought the first issue. I read it. I was like, Cal, this is garbage.
Wait a
You can
second.
have my book. Cal was like, are you kidding me? I'm like, I bought it. And I didn't even want to try and sell it. I'm like, get this away from me. I don't want, this thing to me is like acid. Take it away from me, man.
No, it
This-
started okay and then it ended so horribly.
It did not
Issue
start
one.
okay.
Issue
Are
one.
you kidding me?
Issue
With the
one.
Superman, with the
Not
Superman.
Superman. Not,
This-
no,
that was
not
issue
Superman.
one.
I'm talking about in the same issue with Ray
It was
Palmer.
garbage.
It started
Are you talking
okay.
about Dark Knight 3 or are you talking about
No,
Strikes Again?
Strikes Again.
Garbage, my dude. Oh gosh,
Ray
no,
Palmer,
bruh.
Ray Palmer.
No,
Bruh,
bad.
that whole
bad.
introduction
No,
of the
that was
Justice,
okay.
that
No,
whole
not
introduction
Justice
was
League.
bad.
Just
bad.
Just the
Palmer.
elements of trying
Just
to
the Ray
determine.
Palmer.
It
No,
had
no.
to be bad.
Well, it
No,
is
the
garbage.
two
It's
of
garbage.
us are
It's
agreeing.
garbage.
You know it's
It's
bad.
garbage, man.
The Ray
It's
bad.
garbage,
That's
son.
not the issue. I'm
No,
not
no,
talking
no,
about
no.
the comic,
You
the
can't.
story.
I know what you're talking
I'm saying
about.
the segment.
Nah,
of Ray Palmer
dude. Nah,
was
son.
okay.
No. Nah, dude.
Look,
I'm
Petey,
disagreeing.
I'm saying it's
I
Petey.
told
okay.
you what happened, right?
What?
I went to Frank Miller. I saw him that day. I was like, hey,
Yeah.
I want to get the
We're
autograph.
learning that.
Yeah.
I want to get the autograph. Went to Frank
I
Miller.
don't
I said,
blame
hey,
him.
what's
I
the
don't
deal?
blame him.
I was like, what's the deal with Superman? What's this? You always seem to have some, animosity with him. He's like, you know what? He's like, hey, young man, keep reading. And I read issue 1. I read issue 2.
I don't even know how
issue
you got
3.
past issue 1, dude.
I had this mental image of Frank Miller sitting at his house just stacking, paper up to the ceiling,
Well-
saying, I got that dumb idiot to buy all 3 copies, huh? That was scat on toast, man.
I'm saying to you,
How
like,
do you
start
even
to
get past the first
finish.
issue, Pete?
No, I'm not
How you
saying
get past the
get
first
past
issue?
it.
I was surprised that he
No,
got
wait-
past the first issue.
wait a second.
No, listen.
No, I'm not listening
Who was
to
the
any of
villain?
this.
Robin was the villain, and now he's
That's
That's
really
it.
bad. I didn't
Who's
get to
the
that
villain?
point. I didn't say that point was
Who's
good.
the villain?
You
can't do
couldn't
it.
even get past that point with the kryptonite
You
gloves,
got to-
dude.
I didn't get
How you
past that point. That's the
and
part
then
I
there
had
was
a
no
problem with.
reason, and there was no reason to fight Superman.
So
Get
now-
out of my
That's
cage.
what I had a
So now
problem
I
we're
was
going to
like,
Dark Knight
No,
3.
wait a
We're
second.
going
Wait
to
a second.
Dark
Wait a
Knight 3. Who are the
second.
bad guys? The Kid
No,
Dog. Superman barely was.
no.
That was
barely
me.
was hit
Go ahead,
the
Pete.
one.
Go ahead.
No,
Barely
What
was
you
hit
say?
the
not
one.
going.
Go ahead,
listen,
Petey.
no.
What'd
I
you
can
say?
help you, Petey.
No, I'm saying as expected. You bought the book.
I
You
gave
bought
it
all
back.
3 of the books.
And you
I'm
bought-
saying
And you bought.
I bought the 3 of the books. I
And you,
didn't like
and
it.
you continue to
I
buy this
didn't
Dark
know.
Knight 3 as well.
I
You gonna-
bought
you gonna
the
buy it-
first
you gonna
2.
continue
I'm
to
not buying
finish?
the
Can
rest
we
of
let
them.
the man
Really?
speak?
You're not gonna buy the rest?
No, I'm not gonna buy the
I'm,
rest.
I'm surprised that you're not gonna finish out the series.
There's some art that I like that I probably would want to see, but I mean,
Dude,
I
this
might
thing-
look at it. But
I
it's
told
like,
both of you guys this
Well,
is
I'm
not
saying
even
you like this.
worth reading.
when we
It's not even worth it.
I'm saying in
I
that
work for a
person.
site.
No, let me
I
finish.
have to
Let
read the
me
books.
finish. Let me finish. No.
I got to do the review, so
You
I have
weren't
to
on
read
the
the books.
site when you read Dark Knight Strikes Again. You were not on the
I'm
site.
talking about
then.
3.
No, we weren't excited about Dark Knight Strikes
That's what I'm
Again.
saying.
Everybody's
I was.
That's
excited
what I'm
about that.
saying.
And
All right, so that's
Miller
saying.
freaking
I'm
was talking
saying
about, hey,
he
I'm
dropped
going back
the
to
ball
true
with Ed.
superheroism
Let
at
me
this
finish.
point.
Let me finish.
Silver Age. This is some BS.
This is
Go ahead, man.
ridiculous. I'm saying the start of it, the stuff that he said in the Ray Palmer segment of pulling him out of the Petri dish. From that point, after that, it fell completely apart for me. And then we're going on to say, okay, is this going to bleed into anything? No. It was terrible in the
The
second issue.
whole Lex Luthor.
I'm just saying, I'm not,
What
are
I'm
we
saying
arguing
is,
about?
no,
What are we
you're
arguing
saying the
about?
Ray Palmer thing. I mean,
I'm saying that's the part that
every
I liked. I'm saying the
that
only.
Ray Palmer part was
No,
terrible.
it was not terrible.
Oh my God, the Petri dish.
What's wrong with that?
It's a Petri dish.
Petey,
what's
he's
wrong
got
with that?
everybody else. He said, remember from the first
Come
Dark
on.
Knight Returns, he said Hal went back to the stars, Diana went back to her people, right?
Well,
He's got
no.
these over.
No, but that
He's
part
got
is
these.
no.
No. What I'm
That's
saying
not-
is, he's just giving a statement to give an exemplified answer to what happened to these heroes. Why is Batman and Superman the only ones left?
When we get
back to
that's a problem with Dark Knight.
Oh.
No, that's a problem with Dark Knight because at first one.
No,
this
that
first
wasn't a
issue-
problem.
Listen to what it said. It said that Batman. No one knew what happened to Batman.
Correct.
In the first
Right.
issue.
Not, that was the montage. That was the opening prelude.
That was on.
It said he was
television,
missing for 2 years.
Right.
For 10 years.
So then they go to in issue 3 when they said that everyone is basically decommissioned, right? That all the heroes decommissioned. So why are they saying in the first issue what happened to Batman? Like all the rest of the heroes, they all had to retire. Why are they making this? Because he changed his point of his story. His whole story changed, and that's when it started to fall apart.
No, the
From
story
issue
Dark
3.
Knight did not
From
fall
issue-
apart.
yes, it
Dark Knight
did.
Returns did not
That's
fall
what I'm
apart.
saying.
Dark Knight
Did not-
Returns.
This
No,
is
that-
did not
no,
fall
no,
apart.
no.
You're talking about. I'm
Don't
saying,
get into Dark Knight
No.
Returns.
No,
This is
Dark Knight
Knight
Returns
He
as
brought
a-
it in there.
Look,
I had to talk about
Well,
it. So that's
he
what
brought it
happened.
in there, but it wasn't an element where we have to learn about every damn superhero. We got Ray Palmer, we got Wonder Woman, we even had Plastic Man. Was it Plastic Man or Elongated
because he
Man?
just
I don't know.
liked
It doesn't
Plastic
matter. He has to
brought them
mention
back.
what
Oh,
happened to
perfect.
every. You
He
got
just brought
Flash
them back to fight
on this.
Superman.
You got Flash on this. What you call it?
No,
The wheel
Flash
of
with the
the wheel of
shorts.
death. Oh,
No,
yeah.
Flash
Oh
with
God.
the
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
So I guess you
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
like it. I guess
Oh,
you
yeah.
didn't like it.
No, I'm not
Oh,
saying it somehow it's changing to
Oh,
a thing
yeah.
that is good. I'm saying from that point on, I'm saying
You know what it was, Pete?
What?
That was Frank Miller. That was like, he did all of that, and when it was done, he was
you're-
like, there we
you're-
go.
You're ridiculous.
Silver Age.
You become D-Man.
There we go,
He
the
became
Silver Age.
D-Man.
I sure did.
He
No, no,
became
how-
D-Man.
So
I told
became
you.
D-Man.
Are you gonna?
I am
We
Calvin
need
Ellis
it.
from
We
start
need
to
another
finish.
D-Man. We need another
Are you gonna read
D-Man.
any more, D-Man?
I never read it. I never read it.
Okay.
He's not reading
Are
it.
you gonna read
At
any
all.
more D-Man?
Are you gonna read it?
I review the books. I have to read the stuff.
Yeah,
Do you
that's
want
his
to?
excuse.
Do you want to?
That's
No,
it's his
I
excuse.
would like to take a flamethrower
Oh,
to whatever
Lord.
created this,
That can't-
burn it down
this
to
is-
the ground, and
that's it.
salt the earth so nothing
Mario,
would grow
are you
there
ready?
ever
Have you
again.
read the books?
No,
This
Do you
is-
want to read them?
I have no desire.
Why not? We haven't heard your opinion. Why don't you want to read?
You got something
You're a
to say?
Batman guy.
I
You really got something to say about these books, Mario?
nothing to say.
I didn't think so.
Wait a second. Don't you?
He's
like
not
these
interested.
guys.
I know you read Dark Knight Returns.
Yes,
Okay, did you read Dark Knight Strikes Again?
just started it, and after a while, I didn't like it.
What? Wow,
after a
there's
while.
three issues.
It's the
And
same
here's-
issue.
and here's
After the
Frank
first
Miller.
issue, I was right, but
There's Frank
Same
Miller.
issue.
Just
The same
sack and
issue.
paper.
That
it wasn't
one
what I,
issue.
it wasn't what I
in
expected,
number
and
one.
that just turned me off from then.
From number one, I was like, "This is crapola."
What we
I mean,
argued
to the-
about, what we agreed about was the kryptonite gloves, right? We talked about that.
That's-
We didn't complain. We didn't argue about it because we both said we were okay with the art.
I wasn't really okay with the art.
You said you had no problem with
because
the art.
because it was Frank Miller doing Frank Miller. I mean, he was doing the exaggerated thing, so I didn't have a problem because he was coming off of 300 doing the same thing. So I was just like, okay, I didn't have a problem because it's gonna be because if he could do it for 300 and 300, even the world.
I'm just going by what you said.
Yeah,
not
I'm
going
at that
into,
time,
well,
exactly.
You had some in the back of your mind. Let's
I
move
didn't have a
forward.
really hard knock against the art because I love how he interpreted for 300, and I can see because the whole hype was that he's coming after 300 doing Dark Knight Strikes Again. I was like, oh, I could see Leonidas in a Leonidas style as Batman. I was like, that's not a hard vision, but he didn't pull it all out. He didn't even have backgrounds.
It was a parody.
A big parody. Thank you. It was a huge
Oh, yeah, there was
parody,
definitely-
and that's
there
what
was
killed it. I
definitely
was
a
like,
parody.
he's
It
not
definitely-
taking his stuff literally. He's not taking the same verve and interest into telling the story with the same type
Yeah,
of
there is that.
perspective. He's he's doing a parody on his own self, and
Well,
I'm like,
it's not even
oh,
that.
God,
it's not
this
even
is-
that. He's
oh,
just
God.
going to the what are the
Oh, God.
parts I want to draw. I want to draw, Ray Palmer against a dinosaur. I want to draw anything that he wanted to draw.
And it was in a
was
Petri dish.
story.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, I want to see Batman beating up the whole team's beating up Superman. Oh, I want to see Superman, having sex with Wonder Woman.
Lex Luthor is this old fat, and it's
And
just
then
like,
Brainiac. That was
Okay.
more the criminal part of him
Okay.
having the.
as you even talk about it, as you even
like,
talk about it, my stomach is getting queasy.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Oh my God.
So
Let's shut it down.
No, let's not shut it down. So then I'm saying Yindel was the character that was dropped off from the plot line that was completely dropped.
you
from
had
the
Wonder
original.
Woman and you had
No, I'm saying
Wonder
in the original
Woman,
Dark
the
Knight,
daughter, whatever.
I'm saying the original
Wonder Girl.
Dark Knight, they completely dropped Yindel.
Oh,
So
no.
when they
Think
when
they
they
had
had
Yindel.
that in
Yeah, she
they-
decided, hey, I'm gonna kneel at the bat trough and eat from it like everybody else. She
know.
was supposed to be this big
He wrote
adversary.
this character that had no real
she was like,
impact
no.
in Dark Knight Strikes Again.
She's
No,
like, no,
because
no.
that was
He's too
the
big.
the Hunt the Dark Knight, and then it
He's
turned
too big.
into Superman versus
Literally.
Batman.
Yeah.
And this is how we've gotten to this whole big Superman Batman forever stuff.
Superman. Well, I don't have a problem with that. I'm just talking about the
If you
stories
drop
after
off,
Dark
you-
Knight Returns. sucked.
Yeah.
They were
But
good.
Mendel
You
was
had
going back to that.
you had Robin turned into Catwoman, and now in this
Catgirl.
Catgirl, whatever. And then now she's Batman. Just
Okay.
dude,
She's
for real,
disguised as Batman.
whatever.
Okay, so I guess we've had enough commentary on this.
No, we
And
still
the book
don't
is
have
late.
enough, man, because this thing is
And the book is
garbage.
late.
But
And
the book is like nobody cares about books being late anymore.
But hey, give it up for DC. This thing is scat, and they are doing everything. DC's numbers are so bad. All right, the only thing they can sell is Batman. They have.
How is Dark Knight 3 doing?
Are you
Good.
kidding? That was like
Money.
the first one was the #1 book for December. I don't know about the second one, but they did like something like 15 variant covers.
Yeah.
They did a hardcover version
The
of
covers
the
are
first
better.
issue. They did a hardcover version of the first issue. I can't even remember anybody ever doing that. They did. I mean, DC strategy is like, look, we don't have anything else on the plate, okay? So, but we can take Frank Miller's name, throw Batman out there. We can make some money that way. We can take Neil Adams, have him do a whole bunch of covers, throw him on Superman, make some money that way. But this stuff is crap. There is no way. Who approved this? And this isn't even Frank Miller writing the story. It's Brian
It is, no, they
Azzarello.
work together, and now Frank is backpedaling because
yeah,
he
he's
wants to
been.
sell. He's like, oh, it's selling. I'm going to sell my next.
And the
'cause
big
he
issue
did
everybody's
talk
waiting
What's
for
the
is the
thing
next
is-
one that's late. It's issue #3.
Dark Knight
That's
4.
supposed to reintroduce Superman.
He's talking
back
about
to the
working on Dark Knight 4?
about. Yeah, the sword. The ending
No,
that he
dude, he's not
planned.
talking about making a Dark Knight 4.
no,
They're not talking about it. They're doing it.
Oh my,
So,
oh my god,
We almost
oh my
did.
god,
We almost did.
Okay, we're
oh
done.
my god.
Spin a rack out. No more Dark Knights. We're finished. Thank you.
Let's get